Life after 80 is often described as peaceful, slow, and quiet. But what many don't realize is that it can also be painfully isolating. Beneath the surface of long days and quiet rooms, there are deep emotional challenges that every senior faces, especially the overwhelming feeling of loneliness. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 brutal realities of life after 80. These are not just facts. They are truths that many elderly people live with every single day. If you're a senior or love someone who is, these are the things you need to understand about aging, loneliness, and what it truly means to grow old. So let's get started. Number 1, your social circle quietly disappears. As the years go by, one of the most painful things an 80-year-old person experiences is watching their social circle shrink. Friends you grew up with, neighbors you've known for decades, even your siblings, slowly one by one, they disappear. Some pass away, others move to care facilities. A few lose the ability to communicate or remember. Suddenly, your phone doesn't ring as often. There are no more dinner invitations, no one dropping by unexpectedly. The world grows quieter. It's not dramatic. It's not sudden. It's silent. And that silence hurts. Loneliness creeps in, not because you want to be alone, but because the people you once had are simply no longer there. And the hardest part is, no one really talks about this kind of grief, the slow loss of connection. Before we move forward, I want to share something personal. There was someone very close to me, a dear friend, who was around 83 years old. He was full of wisdom, full of stories, but slowly the calls stopped coming to him. The visits became rare, and I could see the loneliness in his eyes even when he smiled. He never complained, but deep inside, he was silently fading away. I wish I had spent more time with him. I wish I had called him more often. So if you're watching this, and if there's someone elderly in your life, don't wait. Call them today. Visit them. Listen to them. It might mean more than you can imagine. All right, now let's move on to reality number 2. You become a background character in a fast-moving world. When you were younger, life revolved around you. You made decisions, led families, worked jobs, and people came to you for advice. But once you cross into your 80s, it can feel like the world has moved on without you. People talk faster, move quicker, and often forget to include you in conversations. Even your family, despite loving you, may be too busy or distracted to give you time and attention. You're still alive, still full of thoughts and memories, but suddenly you feel like a background character in a movie that no longer includes your story. This feeling of being invisible is a harsh emotional blow. You don't just feel left out, you feel like you no longer matter in the world you helped to build. Number 3, emotional needs don't go away, they get stronger. One of the most misunderstood parts of aging is the belief that emotional needs disappear with time. That's not true. If anything, those needs grow stronger. At 80, you still crave companionship, affection, conversation, and connection. You want someone to ask how your day was. You want to be hugged. You want someone to sit with you and listen, even if you've told the story 100 times. Sadly, many seniors are denied this because people assume, incorrectly, that they no longer need emotional support. But your heart still feels. You still miss people. You still want to laugh, to cry, to be heard. Being treated like you no longer need love is one of the most painful aspects of growing old. Before we move on to the next brutal reality, I want to take a moment to ask you something important. If this video is opening your eyes or touching your heart, even a little, please give it a like. It helps this message reach more people who need to hear it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. Here we talk openly and honestly about aging, health, and the emotional side of growing older. We believe that seniors deserve not just care, but understanding, respect, and connection. Don't forget to leave a comment below. If you're over 60, 70, or 80, we want to hear your voice. Share your story. Tell us what aging has felt like for you. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share this video with them. You never know, your share could be the moment someone feels seen and heard for the first time in years. Now let's move on to the next truth about life after 80. Number 4, memory loss isn't just about forgetting, it's about losing yourself. As we age, memory begins to fade, and this fading isn't just about forgetting where you placed your glasses or what day it is. It's about slowly losing pieces of yourself. A familiar face looks strange. A beloved song no longer triggers a memory. You struggle to recall a story from your youth that once defined who you were. Memory loss is cruel because it strips you of the one thing that connects you to your identity, your past. It makes you feel like a stranger in your own mind. It's frustrating, confusing, and often embarrassing. Worse, others around you may lose patience, making you feel like a burden instead of someone in need of compassion. Number 5. The greatest pain isn't death, it's being forgotten while you're still alive. Many seniors will tell you they're not afraid of dying. What they fear more is being forgotten while they are still breathing. To feel like you don't exist in the minds of the people you love, to be alive, but not seen, is a pain deeper than most can imagine. You could be sitting in a full room, surrounded by your own family, and still feel completely alone. When days go by without a visit, when birthdays are forgotten, when no one asks how you're feeling, it begins to feel like your presence doesn't matter. That emotional neglect creates a silent suffering that eats away at your spirit far more than any physical illness ever could. I truly hope that this video helped you see and feel these brutal realities of life after 80. Aging is not just about wrinkles or weak bones. It's about being remembered, being valued, and being loved. If you have someone elderly in your life, a parent, a grandparent, a neighbor, don't let them become invisible. One phone call, one visit, one moment of your time can bring them light in a world that often grows too quiet. And if you are a senior watching this, I want you to know, you matter. You are not forgotten. Your life, your stories, your presence, they are precious. Let's be kinder. Let's be more present. Let's age with dignity and love. If this message touched your heart, please like this video, share it with others, and don't forget to subscribe. Together we can bring warmth into the lives of those who need it most. Thank you for watching.